Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and sadly final episode, for now, of Ahsoka, which dropped earlier tonight on Disney+. I just got done watching it, really enjoyed it, although I am left with a couple of questions which will hopefully get answered somehow, somewhere. But before I get into any of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Ahsoka by the latest episode, which is episode 8 of season 1, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. So, first and foremost, I really liked it a lot. I didn't love it like I was hoping I would love it, but it did feel adequately long enough in terms of runtime, and there was a healthy dose of action and excitement. I mean, I really love the Night Sisters of Dathomir resurrecting the once dead stormtroopers into basically zombie troopers, or night troopers as they may have referred to them. That was pretty cool. You know, we've seen that before in animation in Rebels. Sorry, not Rebels. Well, did we see it in Rebels? We definitely saw it in Clone Wars, but I don't think we ever saw it in Rebels. And it was cool to see that in live action, the reanimation being brought back to life by someone from Dathomir. That's what the Night Sisters did. So that was very cool. And it was very exciting. You know, I love the stuff with Ezra and Sabine and Ahsoka, all three of them fighting and taking on the stormtroopers, whether they were living or they were night troopers. It was all very cool, very exciting. I also like the firebombing sequence that Thrawn ordered against the three allies as they were racing towards his ship before, they jumped into hyperspace. Unsurprisingly, Thrawn made it back to the main galaxy, so I wasn't exactly shocked or startled by that. I kind of figured that was going to happen because it feels like that will come into play in the hopefully sooner rather than later season 4 of The Mandalorian, and or possibly Dave Filoni's New Republic movie, which was announced earlier this year. And then the other thing too that was a bit confusing to me, or not really confusing, it was kind of a little aggravating more than confusing, is that Ahsoka seems perfectly content with being stranded and stuck on this world with Sabine, and they seem pretty happy knowing that Ezra is back in the main galaxy. Even though Thrawn is there too, Ezra is back, so he's where he needs to be. And Ahsoka seems to think they're right where they need to be, but I'm like, no, you're not. You're stuck. You're stranded. And hopefully Ezra leads a journey or an expedition to get them back, to bring them back to the main galaxy, because I feel like they're going to need Ahsoka and Sabine in their eventual war against Thrawn. So I'm hoping Sabine and Ahsoka make their way back to the main galaxy sooner rather than later. I don't know if it'll be in Mandalorian season 4 or the New Republic movie, but I just feel like it's gotta happen. Sabine and Ahsoka have got to be a part of the New Republic movie, and they can't just sit out the whole thing stuck on some weird planet with Baylan and Shin, who are both still there and seemingly unbothered by being abandoned by Thrawn. You know, Baylan seems to have found a statue of the Father, which is, the Father, the Son, the Daughter, the 3 pillars of the Force, basically. Still not sure what Baylan's plan is or what his purpose is. Shin seemingly has thrown in with the bandits of this planet, probably setting up further conflict between herself, Sabine, and Ahsoka and the Turtle People. At least we got a pretty good reunion with Ezra and Hera. It was nice seeing Hera's reaction, seeing Ezra again after all these years, and vice versa. Would have meant a lot more if they had perhaps actually embraced each other, but it was nice to see that they actually got to see each other physically, and of course Chopper came running up to Ezra like a dog, which was great. So yeah, I really liked this episode a lot. I didn't love it, but I sure did enjoy it because no shortage of action or excitement. It was all very engaging, very gripping, It felt a bit predictable at moments, and then it left me with more questions than answers. Like, how are Ahsoka and my biggest concern is how are Ahsoka and Sabine going to get back to the main galaxy? Like, they better not sit out the entire New Republic movie. That would be pretty lame if that were the case. Are we going to get a second season? What's going to happen with that? So again, just more questions than answers. But overall, I am pretty satisfied and content with what we got in this. I'm going to refer to it as a season finale, since we don't know this is the series finale, since the show only did one season. And there's no word yet as to whether or not we will get a second season. Only time will tell. But overall, I am pretty satisfied with the course of this show and how it went and how each episode went down. So, and you know what? I'm not going to question it too much. I trust Dave Filoni, so I'm sure he's working out a way to get Sabine and Ahsoka back to the main galaxy eventually, one of these days. Whether it's through The Mandalorian Season 4 or the New Republic movie he's working on, who knows? So we'll see what happens there. But overall, I'm pretty pleased and content with this finale, and the duration of the show in general is very entertaining. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. What did you all think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Ahsoka is now streaming in its entirety on Disney+. Stay tuned and subscribe to this channel for more updates on a possible second season, if we get it or not. So we'll see what happens with that. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.